Hey, welcome back to another YouTube video. It is me, your boy YUNGRED14 here. I got another video for you all day. And real quick, before we get into this video, I want to say thank you so much for 17.9 thousand subscribers. I never knew that we could make it this far. And what we're going to do today, if you can take, I'm guessing, some jokes or whatnot, I don't know. I'm reacting to the most racist parts in Disney history. Honestly, I want to see how I react. I want to see how you react. How would you react? That's what I want to see today. So before we get into this video, I want to say if you enjoy me making YouTube videos, make sure to smash the like button and share. Share this to Facebook and all that so we can spread this platform out to more and more people. But that's all we got for right now. Let's get right into this video. Let's go.
Wait, how did we not notice these the first time around? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 insanely racist moments in Disney movies that you totally forgot about. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're ranking the most embarrassing, anachronistic, or cringe-worthy moments of racism that Disney would likely want their fans to forget or ignore. We're not passing judgment on the people behind the scenes at Disney here, as many of these moments were a product of their time, but it should also be discussed how many of them haven't exactly aged well. Number 10. Sunflower, Fantasia. Fantasia was certainly an early example of a Disney classic, an amazing combination of classical music and animation that still holds up today. What perhaps doesn't hold up so well is a character included on the film's initial theatrical run. Her name was Sunflower, and she was a black female centaur or centaurette who's seen waiting on her white brethren during a segment titled The Pastoral Symphony. Sunflower is drawn with exaggerated black features, and is a clear example of a visual stereotype that didn't need to be there in the first place. Perhaps this was the reasoning behind Disney's decision to remove the character from prints starting in the mid-60s. Number 9. Japanese soldier caricatures. Commando Duck. It may seem strange today to think of cartoons as wartime propaganda, but this was actually a common practice during World War II. Commando Duck was one such short by Disney, a cartoon that sees Donald Duck parachuting into Japanese territory for a secret mission. The short tends to focus its plot primarily on Donald's battle tactics, but there are plenty of racist moments, specifically with how the Japanese enemy is drawn. Donald's foes are deliberately presented with slanted eyes, buck teeth, and overblown accents.
Oh, I beg my pardon. I bow my stomach at you, very reverent. That's all right. Happy cherry blossoms to you, please.
This was certainly due to anti-Japanese sentiment of the time, although it has not aged well when viewing the short today. Number 8. Conveyor Belt Mammy Doll, Santa's Workshop. Santa's Workshop was a holiday-themed Disney short which, on the surface, is a harmless tale of Saint Nick and his elves getting ready for Christmas. However, early versions featured a troubling scene between Santa and a pair of dolls, as the toy maker is overseeing quality control on the assembly line. A white doll comes down a conveyor belt, says Mama, and gets approved by Santa. Then a black doll tumbles down the belt, says Mammy, and stamps her own butt, as Santa watches on and laughs. Given that the word mammy was slang for a black nursemaid in the time of slavery, and the doll's exaggerated features, it's no wonder Disney removed this scene from all modern prints. Number 7. King Louie, The Jungle Book. King Louie is a beloved character from Disney's adaptation of Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book.
And old King Louie, that's me.
Louie is a Disney original, having not appeared in Kipling's original stories, but he didn't arrive without his fair share of controversy. King Louie and his ape subjects are the only characters that speak in jive slang, popular with black jazz musicians of the day.
I want to be like you.
Richard M. Sherman was one of the songwriters on the film, and has been quoted as initially wanting jazz legend Louis Armstrong to voice the king, but balked at the prospect of potentially offending the NAACP with a black man voicing an ape. So, is King Louie racist, or is it all in the eye of the beholder? You decide.
I don't think it's
Number
very
6.
racist.
Arabian Nights, Aladdin. The American Arab
Oh,
Anti-Discrimination Committee wasn't too thrilled with the soundtrack for Disney's 1992 hit Aladdin. They took specific umbrage with a line in the film's opening song Arabian Nights, where the peddler sings, "Where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face." The committee saw this as disparaging towards the Arab people and complained to Disney for a lyrical change. The company did comply and replaced the line for home video and on new versions of the soundtrack. The committee was also reportedly upset about another controversial line from the song.
What?
It's barbaric, but hey, it's home.
It's barbaric, but hey, it's home.
But Disney decided to leave this one in, for better or worse.
If I were as rich as you, I could afford some manners. Oh.
Number 5.
catch 'em.
Native
I mean-
American stereotypes. Peter Pan. Intent
Peter
can be a
Pan's pretty bad,
funny
I ain't
thing,
gonna lie.
especially when it's perceived much
I've heard
differently
some
years
bad
later.
things about
This
Peter
should be
Pan.
most enlightening.
Disney's Peter Pan is an example of this notion, as evidenced by a shockingly racist musical number with very innocent intentions. The Native American sequence in the film raises flags with the song What Made the Red Man Red, where embarrassing Indian stereotypes are the order of the day. Although the scene is light and bouncy in tone, the effect years later is rather cringeworthy in its execution, a blemish on
That's
what's otherwise a
racist.
classic slice of Disney nostalgia.
I just think you
Number 4. We Are Siamese, If You Please. Lady and the Tramp. The intentions behind Peter Pan's racism may be up for debate,
Furries,
but it's a
chill
lot
out.
more difficult to defend the outrageous cultural insensitivity behind the Siamese cats in Disney's Lady and the Tramp.
We are Siamese if you don't please.
Post-World War II tensions are the only probable reasons behind the obvious Japanese stereotypes of Si and Am, two villainous cats who sing this song. The twins are drawn with the same slanted eyes and buck teeth we saw earlier in Commando Duck, and their entrance is even marked by a gong, something that hampered Asian stereotypes in film right through the 80s and 90s. Number 3. Shungan and the Alley Cats, the Aristocats. We continue with Asian stereotypes here, proof that negative depiction of such characters wasn't only limited to the
This is
immediate
racist.
aftermath of
I
World War
love
II.
this one.
Nope. Asians were still being drawn with the same old slanted eyes and outrageous accents in 1970, as evidenced by Shungan and the gang in the Aristocats.
Fortune cookie always wrong. Not the hot one.
Shungan rolls with Thomas O'Malley's Alley Cat friends and performs his part of the song Everybody Wants to Be a Cat with chopsticks and a buck-toothed lisp. He isn't the only feline stereotype here, however, as there's
Wait,
also Peppo,
I have buck
an
teeth.
amorous Italian, and the trumpet-playing scat cat
How does that
who's
make sense,
modeled
though?
after black
That
jazz
makes sense.
musicians
I have
of the
buck
50s
teeth.
and 60s. Number 2. The Crow's Dumbo. The term Jim Crow was used to describe laws or regulations
Yeah, those birds are
designed to
instinct,
enforce
but,
racial
like, I mean,
segregation
ain't
in the
instinct.
United
Dumbos are
States.
instinct.
The lead crow in Disney's Dumbo is also
Oh,
named
not
Jim, and has received his share of criticism in the decade since the film's release in
Dodo bird,
1941.
Dodo bird, that's what I mean, Dodo bird.
seen about everything when I see an elephant fly.
Although Jim and the other crows are generally friendly towards Dumbo, the fact that they speak in stereotypical black slang could easily be interpreted as lazy or racist in their depiction of African American culture. The gang does get to sing the film's
racist.
most memorable song, When I See an Elephant Fly, but this doesn't change the fact that modern audiences might see the crows in a very different light. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some
one.
honorable,
Make
or
sure
in
to
this
like and
case,
subscribe.
dishonorable
That is
mentions.
number
He
one.
can play the lings on the strings and come rocking up the blackfish. This in this belt and this rod, they know where.
You be my man
Oh my
Friday.
god, Mickey Mouse.
Friday, you Friday, me Mickey.
Who's there?
I'm the full of price man. I'm working my way through college.
Number 1. Uncle Remus, Song of the South. Uncle Remus wasn't a Disney creation, but his depiction in this 1946 film lives on as one of the company's most infamous moments. Remus was a fictional character responsible for narrating classic African-American folktales. When he hit the silver screen, however, Remus and Song of the South almost immediately struck a sour note with audiences.
Got the cotton full of evil.
For starters, the film never explicitly presents itself as taking place in a post-Civil War South, leading many to believe that Disney was marginalizing the impact of slavery.
That's how the leopard got his spots. That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said.
There were also a plethora of black stereotypes to be found, which eventually resulted in the film failing to receive an uncut home video release in the United States to this day.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.
Alright, so that's the end of the video. Make sure to click one of these click the video. It's on the screen right now. I don't know where it is. I have to check it later, of course. But some of them I think is just a little bit, people getting a little butthurt. And some of them I like, wow, that's racist, and I didn't even catch it whenever I watched it. I just had to rewatch it now that I'm older. So definitely watching this is gonna make me throw away some of the Disney movies that I bought. And some of them, I think that they're just stupid. I'm just gonna... Why would it... Look, Mickey Mouse, they shouldn't have done what they did in Mickey Mouse back then whenever it was in black and white. I think that was just a little bit too bad. And it was obvious, clearly. The one at the beginning, I think that one was pretty obvious that it was pretty bad. But, hey. Make sure to click one of the videos on top of the screen. Love y'all, and see y'all later.